Hi, guys, I am Barry, and today I am going to discuss 10 Easter eggs, plot details, and hidden meanings you might have missed in Shang-Chi's teaser. The trailer opens with narration, presumably from Tony Leung's Wenu, Shang-Chi's father, telling his son he gave him 10 years to live his life. From there, Shang-Chi is shown enjoying his Western life, valeting expensive cars and throwing back shots with Aquafina's caddy. Here, Wenu is likely asking for his son to return home to finish his training as an assassin for the Ten Rings, as evident by later flashbacks. This flick will jump through time quite a bit. That said, it appears that the present-day conflict will pick up at the end of Shang-Chi's 10 years of normalcy. Keep that number 10 in mind as well. Before getting his 10 years of a normal life, Shang-Chi trained for a decade with the Ten Rings organization. Immediately after the famous Marvel Studios title card, Shang-Chi is shown working up a sweat inside his poorly lit room, while it's touted to decipher the various paraphernalia in Shang-Chi's living space. One poster is recognizable. Seppen Cho's Kung Fu Hustle has its poster prominently placed above Shang-Chi's bed, indicating the hero has an admiration for martial arts motion pictures. Kung Fu Hustle dealt with the villainous Axe Gang, a group that ruled over Shanghai through violent measures carried out by Brother Sum, not far from what the Ten Rings and the Mandarin seem to be up to in this film. Shang-Chi did not take that decade of freedom lightly. Early shots show Shang-Chi and Aquafina's caddy singing karaoke, with the song in question being a whole new world from Aladdin in that movie. Aladdin sings the song to Jasmine as they soar through the skies on his magic carpet. Shang-Chi's song choice actually contains lyrics that might allude what's going through his mind at that point in the movie. Based on the Mandarin's narration, it's clear that Shang-Chi's presence is desired at home, but his antics here indicate he has no rush to return to his family. Between Black Widow's Taskmaster and Shang-Chi's Death Dealer, the first two feature films of MCU Phase 4 are set to introduce mystery men as the primary antagonists. The Death Dealer is said to be a warrior of the Ten Rings and a former mentor of Shang-Chi, presumably during his childhood training, standing side by side with Wenu during those scenes. The Death Dealer's eventual fight with Shang-Chi could point him to being a loyal subject of the Mandarin. If Shang-Chi refuses to go home willingly, the Mandarin could be sending his right-hand man to bring his son back forcefully. In a recent toy leak, the Death Dealer is described as one of the most formidable opponents Shang-Chi has ever faced. What's a kung fu movie without a tournament? A fighting pit appears twice in this trailer, with the second glance showing Shang-Chi squaring off with his estranged sister, Sealing, played by Meng'er Shang. Early plot rumors focused Shang-Chi's narrative on a tournament of champions, where dozens of characters would square off in hand-to-hand competition until one victor was left standing. This cage fight far from confirms a full-on tournament, but it at least hints towards the possibility of a martial arts March Madness. Florian Munino's blade-based antagonist appears twice in this trailer, both times as an opponent of Shang-Chi. In the comics, Razor Fist is an assassin and a member of the Ten Rings. Razor Fist is a mantle held by three different men, most notably by Douglas Scott. After losing his arms in battle, Scott replaces his missing limbs with blades. Money knows Razor Fist appears to be operating with just one bladed arm, a slight deviation from the page. Beyond his involvement with Shang-Chi's storylines, Razor Fist has found himself taking jobs in Madripoor, a location introduced into the MCU in recent weeks with episodes of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There is no telling how involved Razor Fist will be in Shang-Chi's plot, but he could pose a similar threat to how Ulysses Klaue factored into 2018's Black Panther, in that he has a connection to the film's main antagonist, but only gets physically involved with the title hero in the opening acts. Shang-Chi is a martial arts movie on the surface, but that doesn't mean it won't lean into some classic MCU mystical elements. A restaurant table meets a blue energy fist early in the trailer. With a closer look, it appears that the mystery man punching the table has bracelets up and down his forearms. That same blue energy glows on an unknown arm's bracelets later in the teaser. Connecting those dots, These bracelets seem to incorporate some sort of mystical power to who wields them. That said, are they bracelets or rings? The large rings appear on numerous characters' wrists throughout the trailer, including Tony Leung's Mandarin and potentially Shang-Chi in a close-up shot. If Shang-Chi does in fact get his hands on these rings, will they be voluntarily gifted to him by his father, or will he take them by force? Speaking of the Mandarin,